How's it going, Batman fans? This is Badass Review here, back with another review. This time I'm taking a look at the Batman Unlimited series, The Dark Knight Returns Batman. Now, I really recommend that you pick up this action figure because it's probably one of the best Batman figures ever made. Well, not ever, but in terms of Mattel and Batman figures, this is probably gonna have to be in like my top 5 because it's probably one of the coolest Batman figures that they've made in a long time. Now, what makes this so cool and unique is the fact that they've used a new body mold instead of their usual DC molds. So they've used a Masters of the Universe mold. So this is like I guess it would be the size of He-Man. And I don't have any Masters of the Universe action figures to compare him to, but this is a really nice mold. I mean, if you've ever read or watched The Dark Knight Returns, you know that he is Batman is quite a large person. He's a lot larger than he usually is. He's like older, and he's just a lot more unique looking than most Batman figures, and that really looks good when they put it into figure form. You look at his face, he's kind of got like a bunch of wrinkles, and well, not wrinkles like a whole bunch, but you can see like on his expression or in his face where you can actually see his skin that he looks kind of old. I don't mind the face sculpt as much, but I do kind of wish maybe his mouth was kind of like closed, but he just looked really angry, because he looks angry but then he's got his mouth open, so it looks like he's trying to smile, but he's one of those people that looks bad when he smiles. But you know, it doesn't bother me as much as I thought it was. But the head sculpt is just so nice. It really looks great. I love how the ears are just the right size. The face just looks awesome. You can see his eyebrows are kind of outlined in the mask, and that he looks like he's got a really angry face. And I don't know if I've ever seen this before, but his nose kind of pops out a little bit, but I think it's just good that they put in that extra detailing for his nostrils. It's gonna be kind of hard to see, but you can kind of see his nostrils there. I don't think that's on other figures for Batman. I'm looking at a different one, and I don't think they do, so that's really cool. Really nice head sculpt. Body wise, it's also good. I mean, the rest of his body is really nice. I like this belt area. This is all one piece, but it's kind of like this rubbery plastic that they slipped over onto him to for his shorts. So it's not sculpted on, but it is a separate piece, and the belt is actually sculpted itself. And it has some really nice paint application on it. It's got some dark areas, like they shaded it a little bit, so that's nice. And yeah, I really like this big old bat symbol too, so that's also really awesome. I don't really remember if that's actually how it looked in the comics or not, but I still like it nonetheless. But yeah, I just think this is an amazing Batman figure. And I really like his cape, because it's not like the normal capes we get. It's more of a, you know, kind of spread out. I really wonder if they'll ever come out with a Batman where you could make his cape kind of go out like how he does when he's gliding through the air. I think that'd be a pretty cool Batman. Maybe make it like an interchangeable cape or something, where his head just pops off, and then you can untab his cape and then put the other one on. I think that'd be cool. I wonder if they'll ever do that. But other than that, the detail painting wise is not bad. I mean, it's mostly just a dark gray for the body, the upper torso and the legs, and then it's just pretty much a straight black for the gloves, which is fine by me because I think it looks fine. And you know, when it comes to Mattel, they don't exactly paint things exactly all that great, except sometimes. I mean, sometimes they actually have really good painting on stuff, and other times they don't. But other than that, he looks good, paint wise and all that. So now let's go over articulation real fast. His head is on a ball peg with which basically is all it is. It doesn't really have it doesn't have a swivel in it or anything. It's just the normal Mattel Articulation, which means his head looks up fairly, but not as much as anybody would like. He doesn't look down too much either, so I mean, I guess he does look down pretty good, but looking upwards it's very minimal. But his head can rotate 360 degrees. His arms are on ball jointed ball swivels, I guess. I'm trying to think of what these are all called, but I can always forget for some reason. Anyways, they go out and rotate 360 degrees. He rotates at the bicep, but it doesn't exactly go 360 degrees because his biceps are so huge that it's pretty ridiculous. Those are really big biceps. This Batman's pretty strong. Anyways, he's single jointed in the elbow. No glove swivel, but he rotates here at the wrist. He rotates at, or well, not rotates, but he has a thigh, an ab crunch, which is nice. It doesn't seem like it has much give to it, so it does slide down pretty easily. It's not loose, but I feel like it could have been a little bit tighter, but it's fine enough. I don't like it being too tight, but it's still nice that there's an ab crunch. He rotates at the waist, and this is where the articulation is probably a lot nicer than most DC articulation, because on this one he has a ball joint with a leg swivel up here, sort of like how Marvel Legends is, but it's T-jointed, which is also really nice. So his leg can go forward and back, and then it just rotates at the upper part of the thigh since it's a ball jointed thigh. So that's really nice, and the pants here really hide the joint really well, so you almost don't even see it unless you're really looking. But that'd be nice if Mattel could actually give us ball jointed legs like this for most of their other figures, and then give us double jointed elbows and knees, and then we'd have really nice action figures with good posability. Not that the posability on this is bad anyways, because most DC characters, you know, most of Mattel's figures have good articulation, but I wish it could be better sometimes. Anyways, so like I said, he rotates at the upper part of the thigh. He bends at the knee here. He rotates right here at the boot, which I think it can go 360 degrees, but I'm not going to rotate 360 degrees. So just so you know, it is possible, but I wouldn't recommend it. His foot can bend down and up, and he has a very slight ankle pivot, like it barely moves, but it's not going to be insanely crazy for doing positions. Now, the only thing that he comes with, which is actually a surprise, is this Batarang, which I don't think is like the usual Batarangs they've given us, because it does look a little bit different to me, but I may be wrong. So if you guys know, let me know. But it's just this plain old Batarang, which I wouldn't even consider this a Batarang. It just looks like a strange mustache form. So that's kind of silly. I'm Batman. Just kidding. But anyways, he can hold it in his arm, or his arm. He can hold it in his hand pretty good, so that's nice. At least he came with something. It's better than nothing. It'd be cool if maybe like he came with some other thing, but I don't really know. I mean, Dark Knight Rises, or Dark Knight Returns, he kind of rode a horse and he fights Superman with all that crazy get up stuff, but there's no way they would give us that stuff, so yeah. And now I'm having problems getting him to stand. Well, anyways, I would highly recommend you pick up this figure because it's probably one of the best Batman figures that Mattel has made, along with probably a couple of the other ones. I think there's a few that are really good, and then others are kind of like eh, because they're just terrible repaints. But that's basically all Batman characters are, is repaints. But anyways, pick up this figure if you have the chance to. I don't know if he's going to be in stores, so I would look online. But I am having a feeling that this is going to be a really hot character toy to buy, so it's probably going to become really expensive at some point. So I would pick it up now while it's new and it's not so expensive, and then yeah. So anyways, if you guys enjoyed this review, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you like any of my other reviews, you could check those out. even if you haven't seen my reviews before, but you know what I mean. So go check out my channel, guys, and I'll talk to you guys later.